Willkommen! My name is Sean Huggins. I'm an American living in Germany, and on this channel, I'm looking to learn all about life in Germany and Europe in general through watching silly videos and stuff on the internet with you guys. So if you enjoy, consider subscribing. We got new videos every single day, and let's just hop straight into it. So today we are back with Feli from Germany. We're going to be checking out her Q&A video where she talks about nudity, World War II, and learning German. And I would assume some more. But let's find out together. This should be interesting. Feli is always a wealth of knowledge. Let's do this thing.
What's the hardest part about learning German? Do Germans really go to the sauna naked? What do German schools teach about the Holocaust?
I don't know.
Ask a German is back, and here are my answers.
All right. Woo! Ask a German is back. Yes!
Hallo, servus, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Felicia.
Hello,
I'm originally
Felicia.
from Munich, Germany, but I have been living in Cincinnati for about 3 years now. So as I said in my last Q&A video, I get a lot of comments from you guys that I haven't had the chance to reply to yet, and I decided to make this a series.
Woo!
So for today's video, I picked a few questions that you guys asked me on YouTube and on Instagram under the hashtag #AskAGerman, and I'll answer them now. Let's get started. I just watched a video hosted by a British news person. She said that it is very popular in Germany to sit in a sauna and to sweat. She also said that Germans go to public saunas where men and women go into a sauna, 20 to 30 people at a time, completely naked with total strangers and both sexes mixed. Is this true?
Kannst du
Don't people feel
zusammen?
uncomfortable and embarrassed in such a situation?
Wow.
Yes, this is true.
That's true. Holy crap. Dude, I would never be able to do that. I can't have my twig and berries out in public. That's insane. I mean, if you go to a sauna, of course you're gonna sweat. That's like the whole point of it. It's supposed to be really hot in there, but dude, going naked? I could not go naked.
Germany in general is just very open about nudity and sexuality. It's just a normal part of life for us, and you'll actually notice this by walking through Germany too. Just to give a few examples,
naked people in public?
There will be topless women on the covers of newspapers and certain magazines, and they will be openly displayed at the store or the gas station, for example. You'll also probably
I don't think that happens in America. I think if you have like topless women in certain magazines, I think they are usually covered in plastic or something. And then when you buy the magazine, you can take it off to reveal the magazine, I think.
You see ads for condoms everywhere, like at the mall or on billboards on the side of the street. And we have those areas in public parks, beaches, lakes, where people are allowed to be fully naked. They're called FKK areas, which stands for Freikörperkultur, which I guess translates to nudism. And yes, in saunas too, people are usually naked, and a lot of saunas are mixed for men and women, but some of them are also separated. In most saunas, it's actually mandatory to take your clothes off for hygiene reasons. I have to say that I don't really have a lot of experience with this though, because I personally don't really like going to the sauna, but I think people in Germany are pretty much used to it and don't really feel that uncomfortable. What's the hardest part about learning German? Do you think it's true that Germans always sound angry when they speak German?
You're gonna ask a German the hardest part of learning German? Okay, let's find out.
So from my experience with teaching German, I would say that the hardest part about it is definitely the grammar and the pronunciation. When it comes to grammar...
Yeah, grammar and pronunciation are definitely the two hardest things. Learning new vocabulary words is not so hard. A lot of words are very similar or the same from English to German. And even when they're not, it just takes a little bit of memorization. But the grammar is pretty different than English, so that takes some getting used to. And the pronunciation, there are certain sounds and certain combinations of sounds that we just don't have in the English language, so that is also kind of something that is hard to get used to as well. So yeah, I mean, I guess in my experience, I would have to agree.
I think the 4 cases that we have in German are really tricky to learn. And also the noun genders, because in English you only have one gender for nouns. It's just the or a. In German, we have 3 different genders. We have feminine, masculine, and neutral. Pronunciation-wise, we just have a lot of consonants in our words and a few sounds that are just really hard to make, like the CH or the R sound. And even vowels or umlauts are really hard to pronounce. Like, for example, the German E sound that I have in my name, Feli,
Feli
is usually really hard for English native speakers to make. And I would say no, I don't think that Germans always sound angry. But
you know, I struggle a lot with the German pronunciation, but usually it's more so when I'm in the moment in conversation. It's a lot harder to do it quickly and fluidly, where you're just like flowing and it's just like natural conversation, and you don't have to, like, I have to stop and pause and like really think about how to pronounce words sometimes, and it really breaks up the like momentum of my sentences, and I don't like that. I want to just be able to like just talk and not have to stop and think like, okay, how do I say this? So I have to keep working on my pronunciation a lot.
But then again, it's my native language, so of course I don't think that, because I actually understand what people are saying.
I don't think the German language sounds like it's an angry language all the time. When you're just talking to someone, it just sounds normal, I think. It just sounds normal until somebody actually is angry, and then it's like they're really angry sounding. So when they want to, they can turn it on, and then you're like, oh crap. But normally, no, it seems normal to me, I think.
But I honestly think that even to non-native speakers, it doesn't sound as angry as a lot of people assume, because I have had people come up to me and be like, what? That's German? That doesn't sound like German. It's not aggressive enough. So I personally think that that assumption has a lot to do with old Nazi footage and Nazi movies, where German is spoken a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, but in those movies, German is spoken aggressively, so it's going to sound aggressive. If German is spoken not aggressively, then it doesn't really sound aggressive, even if you're saying aggressive things. But I think that's the same for every language. It depends how you say stuff a lot of the time, so I think German gets a bad rap for that.
The next question. What do they teach in Germany about the Holocaust and Hitler?
Oh.
Interesting question.
Ooh, this is something that I don't actually know, so I'm curious. Let's find out.
And I know that some Americans that I've talked to kind of just assume that we're not really talking about this topic in Germany, but we do a lot actually. I can't repeat everything they teach you in school, of course, and the curriculums of schools vary a lot too. But going to school in Germany, I remember that my classmates and me, we were all really getting sick of this topic by like the 8th grade, because it was really like talking about it non-stop in all subjects. In history class, of course.
All subjects?
German class. And since it was mandatory in
math class? Gym class? All subjects? All subjects? Okay. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm watching this video. I don't know, dude.
in Bavaria to take religion or ethics classes. We talked about it a lot there as well. And even in music class, we analyzed the Nazi songs and their propagandistic and manipulative features. We went on field trips to concentration camps and other important historical places. And we also read a lot of books and watched a lot of movies on the topic, which is really important, of course. And obviously, the overall consensus whenever we talked about those topics were always that those events can never, ever happen again.
I think so far from what I gather, like just talking to my German friends here and from traveling around Germany a little bit so far, it seems like people just have like a healthy understanding of it. And basically what she's saying, like everyone knows it can't happen again and you just kind of learn about it and that's it. But I don't think it's like a taboo topic that people are like afraid of learning about or talking about or bringing up. I think it's just a part of history and something that people learn about. So I think that's the way to go about it too.
I personally don't remember learning a whole lot about who Hitler was as a person. It was more focused on the suffering of the Jews and all the cruelty, and we learned a lot about the political, economic, and cultural factors that made World War II and the Holocaust even possible.
Interesting.
And that led people to believe in such an awful ideology.
Honestly, I don't support any of these ideas or whatever, you know, but just saying this stuff is very interesting for me to learn about. So I would have enjoyed learning about it. Don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I'm just saying learning about that kind of stuff is very interesting to me. Learning about history. History was always one of, if not my favorite class in school. And it's something that I still like to learn about today. That's kind of part of the point of starting this channel, so I could learn about German history and all kinds of other stuff. So I feel like it would have been fascinating to do a super deep dive on that whole time period and learned a whole bunch about it.
And there's two more things
I guess I
that
still
I'd like
could
to
do
mention
that.
just for informational reasons. The first thing is that it's actually illegal in Germany to deny the Holocaust. And the second thing is that the best documentary that's out there on the whole topic, on the Holocaust, in my opinion, is Shoah by Claude Lanzmann
Shoah.
from 1985. It's a really good documentary, very long, but it includes interviews with perpetrators, victims, and eyewitnesses.
Whoa.
And from that, we'll go to a little
That's
lighter
crazy.
question again. Is it true that American food is sweeter per usual? I've heard this rumor, but if I see all the sugar in German foods, I can hardly imagine so. Yes, this is definitely true. I'm a person that likes it really, really sweet, and I don't think that any of my friends or family have ever heard me say that something was too sweet. It's usually them complaining about the things that I order at a restaurant, like for example the cocktails or the desserts that I get, that those things are too sweet. But the first time that I experienced that feeling was in the US. And this doesn't only apply to sweet things, it's also savory dishes like bread or casseroles that are a lot sweeter in the US. And one time at a Thanksgiving dinner, there was pie and vanilla ice cream for dessert, and both items were already so sugary by themselves, and then combined, I really felt like I couldn't even taste anything anymore.
Whoa.
And that was a moment where I was like, okay, I arrived in the US. This is American Thanksgiving. Okay, I get it.
Wow, dude, that's crazy. Maybe because I grew up in the US, I just am used to it, but I never really noticed. Even coming here to Germany, I didn't really notice that things were less sweet or more sweet or anything. I didn't notice either way. I felt like everything was kind of close to the same. But I will say I don't drink soda, so maybe like soda is different. And I don't go too crazy with sweets in America, or at least I didn't once I was like not a kid anymore. Maybe it's because I didn't have enough sweets in America or something, but I never really noticed that big of a difference. I still think that Germany has so many sweet things and freaking crazy tasty things. Bienenstick? You kidding me? Bienenstick is awesome, dude. But it's very sweet. German is world famous for their ice cream too. Also very sweet. But like the average everyday stuff, I actually never really noticed. But it's probably true, I guess. If I had to guess, it's probably true. Yeah, like I said, I just never really noticed.
And there are statistics too that show that the food in the US contains more sugar on average. Of course, as always, you can avoid the sugar if you try hard enough. And you'll notice it too if you go to Starbucks.
Yeah, of course.
The same drink will probably be sweeter at the Starbucks in the US than it is at the Starbucks in Germany.
Really? I didn't notice that either. But I don't really go to Starbucks in Germany because I figure if I'm here, I'm going to get like a local German coffee shop experience. I don't want to go to Starbucks. I can go to Starbucks anywhere in the world. Why would I want to go to Starbucks? But yeah, I mean, America has everything. Like if you want to have low sugar stuff, you can get it. If you want high sugar stuff, you can get it. Like America has everything under the sun. If there's somebody that can make money selling something, they're going to sell it. So America has everything. You just have to know where to look. That being said, I didn't notice a difference like I was saying before. So I think I need to maybe try some more German foods. See if I can taste the difference. In fact, let me know in the comments below, what German foods should I try? They could be like tasty desserts. They could be full-on meals. Anything. Let me know in the comments below what's like the best meal to get in Germany or the best restaurant in Germany. Something. I need to know what to try here. But at any rate, that's all the time that I have for today. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. We got new videos every single day. Check the links in the description for all of my other social media, including my vlog channel. Thank you guys so much for being here, and as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.